Hey everyone! Today I'm bringing you a tutorial on using Madrix. We'll also record lighting effects with an ArtNet DMX device and set up a task to play those effects automatically. Before diving into Madrix, we need to set up the ArtNet device. A key point is to enable DHCP, otherwise Madrix won't be able to find it. Also, make sure to set the date and time, as that's important for scheduling tasks. Once that's done, let's jump into Madrix. Just a heads up, make sure your computer is connected to the same router we used earlier. Alright, let's get started. First, we'll search for devices. Go to Preferences and click on Device Manager. Then select ArtNet. Check the settings on the right side and then hit the search icon in the bottom right corner to start looking for devices. You should see 4 ports that correspond to the 4 DMX out inputs on your ArtNet device. Next, click on DMX devices to check which port is active. For example, turn on the first port and click the light button below. If the light turns on, then that's the port we're using. Let's remember its universe number, which is 2, because we'll need it later. We can also test the other ports. For instance, if we look at this one below and see no response, that means it's idle, so we don't need to enable it. All right, we've found the devices and can now control them. But wait, something's off. They should all be red, but we're getting some green and blue too. That's a channel setting issue, so let's move on to the next step. Go to Preferences and click on Patch Editor. We'll use this to arrange the fixtures. First, let's delete the default fixtures. Select all and hit Remove. Now click Add to add the fixtures. Set the type to RGB, since we're only using RGB lights. For placement, we have 5 lights arranged vertically, so we'll set the Y value to 5, leaving X and Z at their default of 1. Now, super important. For the DMX Start Universe, put in 2. That's the universe number we found earlier. All set. Let's test it out. Enable Highlight and check if the fixtures correspond correctly. The first light looks good, but the others are all out of sync, especially the third light and beyond, totally unresponsive. To make things easier to see, let's go to Matrix Settings and click on Match Voxel Map Area. This will trim the canvas down to just the 5 lights we added. The reason the fixtures aren't matching up is that the DMX channels are off. Each of our outputs has 5 channels: R, G, B, CW and WW, but Madrix's default fixtures only have R, G and B. So we need to manually set the starting channel for each fixture. For example, set the DMX channel for the second fixture to 6, then click Apply. The third fixture should be set to 11, the fourth to 16, and the fifth to 21. All right, that's done. Let's test it again. Now, when we click on each fixture, they should all correspond correctly. Let's try using the color panel now. See, each light is showing the right color: red, green, blue. Next, we can start playing some lighting effects. Let's click on the effects library over here, like Color Scroll in the SCE section. The lights will start changing. We can also tweak the speed of the changes. For example, set it to 200 and adjust the direction of the color transition. Say, downwards. All done. Next, let's record this lighting effect using ArtNet. Click on Recorder and then choose Manual, Start, Manual Stop. This way, you can control the recording time yourself. Hit Create, then click Start. We'll record for 10 seconds, then click Stop. And that's it. You've completed the recording. Now, let's head over to the playback page. The third option is the effect we just recorded. You can click Single Play to play it once. If you want it to loop endlessly, just hit Loop Play. Next, we're going to set up a scheduled task in Task Manage. On the left, you'll see the list of lighting effects we recorded. You can select multiple effects at once for playback. Below that, you'll find the date and time options. If you choose Day Task, it will execute once at a specific time. If you go with Week Task, it will repeat on a certain day every week. For example, if you select Week Task and set the week value to 1, it'll run every Monday. The task ID helps you create multiple tasks. So, if you want another task on Tuesday, just change the task ID to 2 and create that Tuesday task. You can keep doing this for as many tasks as you need. The all-day task option will run the task every day. For instance, if we set it to start at 17:33:56, remember that the stop time must be later than the start time. Otherwise, the system will throw an error and might crash. Let's set the stop time to 17:36, and then you can choose Single Play to play those 3 effects just once, or Loop Play for continuous playback of the selected lighting effects. Click Create to set up the task, and we're done. Let's wait a moment and see if the task starts. When the time comes, the task will automatically execute and the lighting effects will begin to play. Perfect. That's all for today. Thanks everyone, and bye!